Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in today. I thought today we'll just do a fun little bit of a tour around the shop and I can show you guys some of the cool stuff we've got in at the moment, just in time for the weekend in case you want to know what you're in for if you're coming down this weekend. So yeah, please remember to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, but without further ado, let's get into it, eh? We'll start down this end. This is just where you come in, obviously. First thing we got here, ding dong, is the big Oscar tank. Nothing really has changed in this tank, so yeah, but it is still good fun, and I love it, and everyone else loves it. Boo. But yeah, everyone seems happy, everyone seems fat, so that's a good sign. Jeremy still sulks all the time because he's old, and that's what they do, basically. So yeah, fish tanks, am I right? Oh, look at my pothos. She's a biggie. So yeah, then we've got our Mbuna tank, got our red top lycomas, redfin trophiops, albino zebra, mpangas, Synodontis lupinus, and maybe one or two other things. But yeah, that's about it. Tank settling in so nicely. Crystal clear water, everyone's making their home in the helicopter. Boom, what more could you want? Wow, look at this fella. Sorry, I've had too much coffee today if I'm talking too fast, but that's what you're all here for. Then we'll follow the pothos over to these guys, breeding up a storm still, doing their thing, swimming around or swimming like. But yeah, these guys are so popular because, I mean, honestly, why wouldn't they be? They're such cool fish. Then down here we still got the Geophagus topos. Some of these, I think some of these are ready to sell, but I'm kind of attached, so we'll see what happens with these guys, but there's so many of these guys down here. And we've got a calico bristlenose and a long-fin albino bristlenose in here somewhere, but I won't show you because they won't come out. But yeah. Then around this side behind us, we have the Neolamprologus brevis shell dwellers. There's the pair is in there, they'll be on eggs, and there's a bunch of fry like this one. There'll be more in there, but yeah. A little brevis tank, gotta love it. This empty tank we'll gloss over because it's got nothing in it, but I don't know what's going to happen with it, but something will happen. This tank is looking lush, but I did run out of CO2 the other day and I haven't filled the bottle yet, so something is probably going to happen that's going to go bad and throw everything off, but for the moment, look how lush everything is. It's kind of crazy how lush this bad boy is. Everything seems happy. Then we'll swap around this side. We've got Frank the tank and his little Franklin house. Keep an eye on everyone. Everyone loves Franklin. Dry goods, test kits, medicines, dechlorinators, ornaments. I'll just kind of scan over this stuff. You guys can pause it if you want a closer look at everything. But this is what we got. Oh, we got the aragonite, the Pale Beach aragonite, because I had heaps of people asking for smaller portions of the aragonite for like little shell dweller tanks and that. So that's what we got as a bit of a substitute for you guys. This was better than those 20 kg bags of Aqua 1 stuff we do, because some people don't need 20 kgs, so be a little bit more manageable of a size. Got the Omega 1 cichlid pellets as well by popular demand. But yeah, this is kind of all the stuff we got here. Heating equipment in that, some filter. Oh, I got to tidy up that shelf, it's a mess, but that's my job for later today. Air pumps and that. Hopefully there's something for everyone in this section. It's try to keep quite a range, but I also am trying to cut down on the stuff that isn't popular, and kind of just really focus on what people want, because I don't think there's much point having all this random junk around that no one wants. Kind of a bit of a waste of space. So yeah, got my poster of all the fish, and then boom, cichlid heaven. I don't even really need to say anything for this one. Can just stand here and then people are like, wow. But they'll all think it's food time, of course, because they are greedy gutsers. This eye biter here has been a bit of a nuisance recently, so he might have to go live in the sump for a few days or something, but we shall see. Hopefully it all calms down. But yeah, oh, my big boy Kidango. Love that guy. He's my favorite. He's probably not the most colorful, but he's so cool. What do we got on this side? We've still got this Fader Super Dragon Flowerhorn. It's criminal that no one's taken him. He's got so much potential. He's just a bit shy is the only problem. He'll be fine when he gets bigger, but at the moment, people struggle to see him. This tank, oh, we got some massive stir-bys in here at the moment. Big old stir-bys. This is kind of just a bit of a hodgepodge tank. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. When those geophagus sell, I'm thinking I might, I don't know, maybe big angels. I don't know. There's so many options. You guys tell me what you want. This tank got a big green terror, and then the rest is just a few little convicts, a few little blue cars. Nothing too exciting in that tank. Got our big boy Oscar, who's probably, he got put in here because he got beaten up out of my big tank, but he's probably ready to go back. And we've got this massive common pleco that we need to find a home for. It's just hard finding people with big enough tanks because everyone with a bigger tank has already got one, so that's not ideal. Random females and smaller hybrids and that. Blue dolphin copped a beating from a Venustus, so he's hanging out in there. Got that gold head Kasanga compressor seps. We do have a beaten up shell dweller as well, unfortunately, but he's getting better. And then, man, it seems like everything's getting beaten up, but I promise you that's not the case. It's just bad timing, essentially. Got a nice Banshee. Electric blue Friary. A purple, I call these a purple red. It's like a German red hybrid that's like real purple, so that's pretty cool. He's got some nice colour, and then there's the SP44 down there, down the back. The Victorian hat, they're real cool fish. Not the most common, so something a bit more fun. Oh, there's that zebra pleco. This tank is not for sale. I'm just looking after all these fish for somebody, but there's some cool fish you're welcome to look at. Oh, I got to redo the plant tank. We've been selling so many plants that it's kind of looking terrible, but I got to redo that later today. Bunch of randoms. Angelfish is sold, but some nice stuff in here. That tank's got to get redone as well. If you guys aren't aware, there's quite a lot changing here at the Aquarium project at the moment. Not in a bad way or anything, but I am moving around a lot of tanks, and we are kind of, I don't really know how to explain it, but we are kind of launching really hard again into our servicing side of things. Just I think that's somewhere where we can add a lot of value that sort of gets not neglected, but from a business sense I kind of forget about it sometimes, because I mean, doing retail and like talking to you guys is the most fun part of my job, and so I forget to kind of push that side of the business. So that's something that we're working hard on, and what that kind of means is that I'm redoing some of the stuff in the shop to better facilitate that. Again, none of it in a bad way, but there is a couple tanks in here that are pretty empty and not the world's biggest amount of stock, but I'm really focusing on trying to keep some cool stuff in stock at the moment. And I think there is some real cool stuff. And I'm trying to source some less common stuff and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I don't want you guys to think I'm forgetting about the retailer side of anything, but that is kind of just where everything's at the moment, in case you're wondering. But yeah, should be coming along quite well actually. I have some cool plans for some retail stuff that we're working on, but I probably can't announce any of it yet. But watch this space, there is some cool stuff in the pipeline. We got the oh, so this is where I'm trying to breed the albino cherry barbs, but I have to I'm wanting to condition them up a bit better. But as you can see, this male is getting interested, so we might be getting some fry soon, fingers crossed. And we got this tank, got some tiger barbs. Honestly, I love tiger barbs, like big tiger barbs. You just cannot beat them. It's such a cool fish. And I can't believe all these Lycoma are still here. They're also another really awesome fish that's great for a less common Mbuna, but really, really colourful. Also, the problem this tank is having is I think it's getting too much light, of course being right by the door. But I am going to have to sort that because the plants probably aren't the world's happiest, but the fish are happy, so I'm happy. Frozen foods, still frozen, good sign. But yeah, and then there's a couple bristlenoses acclimated to African cichlid water essentially in there, so that's a good option. Bunch of free Mbuna, nothing too exciting in there. These guys, we got some cool stuff in here. Got a living stony colony that's hopefully moving soon, but just been kind of delayed. So if anyone wants a living stony colony, potentially this lot might be available depending on what happens. But then even look at this guy, like this OB peacock. There are some really nice, like kind of, OB peacock, kind of a run-of-the-mill fish. But man, there's some real nice stuff in here. Kind of like a bit of an all sorts tank at the moment. Got heaps of options if you're interested. Hopefully something for everyone. Then got some big stuff in here. That big eye biter, I don't know how it hasn't sold as well. Come on. But like, man, you can see already how beautiful he is. He is such a stunner. Such a pretty fish. I really want to keep him, but nowhere to put him, unfortunately. I can't have too many eye biters. But yeah, that's that tank there. And yeah, the next tank up is here, the big boys. Mr. Pleco Man eating his cucumber time. And then Penny and the Oscars doing their thing. Everybody's happy as. So yeah, then we also just got the tanks down here and the lights. I do need to figure out a better place to keep the lights, but the problem I have is they don't actually fit on the shelf that I have designed for them, so I gotta figure out some sort of other storage option for them. But yeah, I forgot to show you guys the rocks. Everyone always loves Hartman, eh? Or not equipment, resources. So these are the rocks. But yeah, I mean, there's some really good options there, I reckon. So that's kind of it from me today. A bit of an impromptu, less formal video, just to kind of show you guys what we got around. I know I don't probably do a good enough job of showcasing the entire shop. Let's go kind of bit by bit. So hopefully this gives you a bit more of a general idea of what we've got kicking around. And I think there is some stuff like, no matter what, the idea is that there's something for everyone floating around. No matter what you're into. So yeah, if you have any questions about anything you're seeing, or there's something you haven't seen that you'd like to, or products you'd like me to carry or whatever, please feel free to let me know. I'm more than happy to do whatever I can for you guys. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. See ya.